Greetings, computer scientists. So in this video, we are going to work through objective number 2 on lesson 6, which is asking us to make what I'm going to refer to as a snowflake using top-down design principles in terms of how we are going to use functions that are designed in a top-down fashion, meaning we have the main problem, which is to draw, in this case, a snowflake, and we are going to break up the snowflake into a number of smaller pieces that we can write as functions. So again, what we're going to do in this exercise is we're going to draw a snowflake. So that's our first problem, is we need to figure out, okay, how are we going to draw up this snowflake? Let's break it into smaller pieces. Well, I notice that there's a repeating pattern of a cross on the top, right, bottom, and left. So perhaps the next smaller problem could be to draw a cross. And if you want to take this even further, you can notice that every cross is consisting of a vertical and horizontal line. So we could say vertical line, horizontal line. So it's up to you how many functions or subproblems you want to divide the snowflake into. I think it makes some sense to even think about it only as just repeating the cross design. But it's up to you how many functions you want to resolve it into. So let's get started. So again, this is objective number 2 on lesson 6. So what I'm going to do in this video is I am going to show you how to set up your top-down design. I'm going to simply show you how to set up the draw snowflake function and how to set up the cross function. Everything else you have to figure out on your own. So let's get started. We're going to define a function that's called draw snowflake. And first I'm going to make sure that code.org does not want us to give it a certain name. Okay, we can name it whatever we want. We're naming it draw snowflake. So we know at a high level that what our program is going to do is simply just draw the snowflake. We're going to just call this function, and it's going to do exactly what we want. We want to think about this along the principles of abstraction, which is to reduce the complexity of our program into something more meaningful, like just drawing a snowflake, and also something that hides away the details of the program. The details meaning all of the sub-commands that will actually do the animation. So we have our draw snowflake set up, and we said that the second function that we might want to do is to draw a cross. We can tell that the snowflake is consisting of 4 different crosses. So let's now set up the function that will make a cross. So we're going to say define a function, and it's going to be called draw cross. All right. We know that there are 4 crosses in the snowflake, so at some point we're going to want 4 function calls to draw cross inside our draw snowflake function. So I'm going to select draw cross, and I'm going to Control-C copy and paste it 4 times. So now what we need to figure out how to do is, with our turtle, how are we going to draw this subproblem, this specific cross in front of us? Well, now we need to perhaps move forward and figure out how we're going to do both vertical and horizontal line. However, once you figure out how to do that, you can simply just call whatever commands you do in here 4 times in the draw snowflake function. One problem, however, is you may need to you'll find out that you might need to rotate after you draw each cross. So you might need to put in something here where you're moving to the right after you draw each cross, or moving to the left. It's up to you which direction you want to go. So you might find that you'll have a pattern that looks like this, or turning to the right. So that's all the hints I'm going to give for this video. I hope this was helpful and it gets you started. Thanks.